Welcome, this is Mariana from Youth Eternal Supreme, and today we're going to talk about the bottle of health, what it is and how it's used and its benefits as well. So this is the bottle of health, and it comes in 4 different versions. For instance, this is the white ray because it's all white, and it has white crystals in it, and as well as the ARP technology, which carries the plasma of 24K gold, and also the plasma essences of various flowers. And we'll talk about why that is really important. And then you have the what's called a blue ray, because it's blue, and it has amethyst crystals. And it also can be done in white crystals. So you have a choice of 4 different bottles, which you can find on our website at YouthEternalSupreme.com. And you can just search for Bottle of Health, or you can go to Shop by Category, and you will see there's a category Bottle of Health. And then you can choose from 4 different versions. So the Bottle of Health, we have created this amazing bottle in order to actually enliven the water within it, because water, as it sits in any type of vessel, and if it's in the pipes or any kind of vessel, really starts to lose its life force. Life force is measured by the amount of electronic force within that water. So for instance, like if you look at the streams and springs, that water is always alive and full of life force. However, even if you take the most amazing pristine water from a spring and you put it in a vessel like this and it starts to sit, it will start to diminish in its life force energy. So, and it will not be the same. So even though it will be pure, it will not be the same when it comes to the electronic force that it actually has within the water. And this electronic force is something that is pretty much everywhere throughout the life, through nature, through air, through space, everywhere. And it's really important because that life, the more life force you have in the body, the more alive you feel, the more energy you have, the happier you are, and more peaceful you are. So therefore, we wanted to create something that will actually bring forth the combination of 3 different technologies. There is a plasma technology, and there's 3 types of plasma technologies that are in this bottle. 1 is known in the outer world, and 2 is actually something that we have created. And then there's resonance and radionics, and plus the crystals. And everything is done in a proprietary way in order to make this water burst with life force energy. And the 24K gold in plasma state is used to bring more peace to the emotional state and to the body of the emotions, which is pretty much the sum of all your feelings. So basically, we have people that always report to us not only that they feel more energy when they drink the water that has been charged and enlivened within the bottle of health, they tell us that they deal with stress in a much better way, they're more joyful and more peaceful. And there's a reason for that. For instance, the 24K gold is very powerful. Gold in itself is actually the magnetic energy from the physical sun. Now, in its plasma state, through our proprietary technology, it becomes purple, and it has different energetic imprints. For instance, depending upon what kind of frequencies we use, gold can be pink, it could be purple, it could be yellow color, and it can come in even an emerald green. And it all has a different energetic imprint upon the body. So, and then also, so the way this bottle is designed, I want to show you a little bit how it's designed. So basically, the outer part of the bottle is made from the BPS free plastic and BPA free plastic, and the inner part where the water comes in is made from the tempered glass. So you could basically put any type of warm tea or even a hot tea if you want to, and you want to enliven it with more life force and energy and bring forth the frequency that is within the system of the technology. So that's number 1. And then on the outer wall, we have these different crystals, right? in this case is the clear quartz. And then in this is the band that carries the technology of the plasma of 24K gold and the plasma state of various flowers. And the reason why we chose flowers is because flowers have their own energetic benefits for the emotional body in particularly. And the more we wanted to, the reason why we wanted to use more of the flowers essences too is because we wanted to bring the energy of joy to the humanity. So basically this bottle, now if you put water in it, now I recommend only using the H2 water, which is the hydrogen water made from any one of our hydrogen generators like the Fountain of Health or Health Fountain portable unit. And once you put the hydrogen water into this bottle or any other water, it usually takes about 7 minutes for that water to receive that life force energetic imprint into the water. Now, the longer it stands in here, that resonant field actually starts to become stronger. And I love to use basically 2 bottles. So basically what I do is I pour the water into both of these bottles, and then I usually wait about 7 minutes before I start drinking. But then once I'm done with drinking with one bottle, I will always have another one ready, and then I just keep alternating them. And then I always make sure that before I go to bed, I fill both of my bottles, and then I have 8 hours of that energetic imprint and that life force to charge the bottle. And what actually happens, which is amazing, is that normally hydrogen water, it takes about, depending upon which system you use. For instance, in our system of our generators, which uses the ARP technology to also bring in more life force into that water, it usually takes about 4 to 6 hours before that therapeutic level of hydrogen starts to diminish. However, in the bottle of health resonant plasma field will actually move the hydrogen into its plasma state. And in its plasma state, which is the 4th state of matter, we have actually observed that hydrogen was even more powerful. And that is so amazing with this bottle, that actually that hydrogen, which not sure how much you know about hydrogen, but hydrogen, water, there's already over, at the time of this recording, there's already over 800 peer-reviewed medical studies about this water, what it can do for every single cell, every single organ, and so forth. Now, you can have that water charged in bottle of health and moved into a 4th state of matter, and it's even more powerful. So that's something to be so enthused about with this bottle of health. So basically, bottle of health is leak proof, and you can just close it really well. If you close it really well, you can take it anywhere and put it in your purse or whatever, backpack, anywhere you choose to put it, and it will be leak proof. That's a really cool feature. And if you're using, for instance, something hot like a hot tea, there's a pressure relief valve here. You can actually press it here and it releases the pressure. So I mainly use mine for water or charging my elixirs or smoothies or anything like that. I have several just for water, and then I have basically some for my elixirs and herbal drinks and mixes that I make. So another feature of this bottle is you can actually use it to have aromatherapy effect. And pretty soon we're going to have our own essential oils that will be bioactivated with our technology, which will make them even more beneficial. So it will come in one of these bottles, 1 ounce bottles. This is frankincense. I love frankincense. It's my favorite. So the way you can actually apply this is you just tilt your bottle this way on any side, and then right here there's a silicone ring, and in between the glass and the silicone ring there's a little bit of space. So all you have to do is just put a couple of drops right on the bottle, and let it kind of, you can even move it this way, and let it go in there, in that bottle, in that space around the neck of the bottle. And it's wonderful because then when you go to drink the water, you will be receiving that aromatherapy as well. And it's so great. So another thing that I use this bottle for is, for instance, I always have it by my computer. So because of the resonant field within this bottle is very harmonious and very soothing to the nerves. So, and also that harmonious resonant plasma field, energetic field, it's like a magnetic field that goes in every direction. And first of all, it reminds me to drink water. And another thing is that I love to be in that field because of the electromagnetic fields, which are negative. It just really has that protective field towards me. Another thing is I love placing my palms around this bottle because on your palms you have the nerve endings of every single organ. And that's called, in reflexology, usually the acupuncturist or acupressure, you want to press on those different nerve endings to get the more energy flow into your entire body. Well, this way, you don't need to do that. You can just hold your bottle this way. And I love to do this when I'm up in a passenger seat and when I'm driving, or not when I'm driving, but I'm being driven, right, somewhere. And then I just place my palms around the bottle, and I love that effect. A lot of people have actually told me that when they have pain, some places in their bodies, that they would place the bottle in that area for so many minutes and they would get relief. So that's another feature that some people have reported. And I had a lady with a PMS who actually used her bottle to get relief and around her ovaries and the lower abdomen area where she had a lot of pain. So that was nice to get that report. And so basically, the water that is going to be here, or any liquid that you put in here, will have more life force energy. And again, I always and only recommend drinking hydrogen water made from any one of our hydrogen generator units, because that's where you're getting complete hydration. But let's say you're just drinking any water. The bottle of health will move the water into its plasma state. And in its plasma state, the water is much softer, and it's in the fourth state of matter, and it permeates the cells much better than any other water. Even when we tested the best spring waters, we actually have seen more permeability after that water was charged in a bottle of health. So you really want to utilize this not only just to bring more life force energy into your body and more peace and harmony and more joy, but also to be able to really get the best hydration, because the cellular hydration is the key to health. Each and every metabolic function within the cell can actually be enhanced if the cell is hydrated properly. And even like I said, even the best spring water is not able to permeate all the way through, like bottle of health's water and or hydrogen water, which is solely the water that I drink. I only drink hydrogen water, and solely that throughout the day, and I always charge it in my bottle of health so I can move it into even a plasma state and have the best benefits of all worlds. So that's bottle of health. And also for the cleaning, I just want to go over that real quick, is it's really easy. Like sometimes people say that, they get a little bit of ring around inside here of debris. Well, that's easily actually dealt with. You can use any disinfectant spray, or we actually sell this natural disinfectant spray, or you can use just plain water. And the way I like to clean that part, and this could only happen like after so many months, right, that it could be a little buildup around here. So what you would do is you just take a normal wooden toothpick, and you can wet it either with, like I said, normal water, or you can use our spray, disinfectant spray. And you can take the toothpick and just go like this around this ring right here, and pretty much cleans out any debris there, and you can just wipe it off, and that's it. Very easy. And then for cleaning, I prefer to clean by hand. I don't like to put it in a dishwasher just because I love how alive everything here is and delicate, and I just like to wash it by hand. You can take any type of environmentally friendly soap, nothing with chemicals, just something really natural like a cast out soap or any soap that is nice and natural, and basically put a couple of drops and use the brush for bottles and just rinse it, and you can wash it from time to time when you desire. Also, some people love to put their flowers in our bottles, and they say that, and we have done this too, and we do this too, we use it as a vase, and the people see that their flowers last twice as long, and they love that effect. So that's pretty much about the bottle of health, except there's one more thing I actually want to show you, and this is really important. So usually people sometimes can't grasp things that they don't feel or touch or see, right? So energy sometimes can be not so easily understood, right? But I always ask people, well, of course you don't see the energy going through the electrical wires, right? But you see the effect of the lights, right? So with the bottle of health, what we did, we have frozen, like we put a little bit of water in the bottle of health, and we have put it in a freezer to see if we can actually see the energetic imprint in that bottle. And that is such a beautiful imprint that we got from this bottle that is amazing. So I will show you that imprint from this bottle, and we had to obviously destroy the bottle so that we can take the water ice cube so that we can show you this. And let me just grab that so you can see. I'm grabbing it from my little cooler. And so this is such a beautiful imprint. I will see if I can actually show you in a way that you can see it the best. I have to put this little book behind it so that you can see it, hopefully. So I hope that was successful, and I'll see that once I put this video up. Anyways, so that is the energetic imprint. And what is making that energetic imprint? Well, it is the plasma electrons that are constantly moving, right? And they're causing this movement within the water. And that's the movement of that harmonious field that is also making the water be that harmonious essence, right, that you're drinking. So as it's being cooled and frozen, it is actually still moving, and that beautiful movement, that harmony, is now being captured in that ice to show the harmonious pattern of that particular bottle. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will try this bottle and start using it and start benefiting from it. I will never be without mine. I love these bottles so much, and I know everybody who gets their bottle gets really attached to their bottle because of the help and the radiance that it brings forth into their lives. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to fill your day with miracles of light and happiness and joy, and I wish you invincible health. God bless you, and see you soon.